You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know.
Listen.
You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
But I rise today as a clear recipient of affirmative action, particularly in higher education. I may have been admitted on affirmative action, both in terms of being a woman and a woman of color, but I can declare that I did not graduate on affirmative action. This is my personal story.
I hear because of action affirmative. She can't even say that. We know. It's very obvious to us that you were not smart enough to be able to get in on your own. I couldn't make it on my own, so I needed to take opportunities from someone more deserving. You know, this is how arrogant Joy Reid and Ketanji Brown Jackson and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee are. They're so narcissistic, they think this is persuasive. They think we're like, oh, of course, that's why we need affirmative action, because you have impressed us with your brilliance. Oh no, imagine the world without Joy Reid. Imagine the world without Sheila Jackson Lee or Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson. They think this is persuasive. They think as they kind of now reveal that I'm only here because of anti-white, anti-Asian forced discrimination policies.
What?
That turned me into a bitter, resentful activist that hates white people, honestly, through our policies.
See how he almost
anti-Asian
said,
forced
hate
discrimination
black people.
policies.
Listen, how I'm gonna hate.
That turned me into a bitter, resentful activist that hates white people.
You heard how he almost said black people. You heard it. Let me just explain to people who don't understand why what he's saying is racist. What is it about the condition of being black that would stop a person from having the brain processing power to be able to get certain types of employment or higher employment or get into higher education? What is it? There's some things going on, so I just want you to stop right now and check, make sure that you're still subscribed. And if you were never subscribed, this is your wake-up call or your call to action. Make sure that you're subscribed. Is there something inherently defunct about being black? Because you remember the eugenicists used to do all of this pseudoscience with different sized brains and saying that black people, their brains just couldn't XYZ. So that they made it illegal for black people to be able to read, to be able to write, to be able to get educated. They made all of these things illegal. Why would it need to be illegal if they lack the brain processing power? The good Christian in you should want to help out these lower beings, right? Right? What's wrong with his statement is because, number one, it infers that there is something internally defunct about being black that stops a person from being able to have brain processing power. Number two, it pretends as if a position belongs to a more quote unquote deserving person who is quote unquote either white or Asian, right? They're not looking for the right person for the job. They're looking for the white person for the job. So they're going to go around and push this narrative that you took something that was inherently theirs. So they stack the deck in their favor. Ketanji Brown in that clip said that if it weren't for affirmative action, she would not have been given the chance in this country as it was set up. And he's pretending as if she wouldn't have gotten a chance because there's something inherently wrong with her. And then he starts saying, imagine a world without. Not imagine the job without, but he's saying imagine a world without these people in it. So to a person like him, it wouldn't have made a difference. But to what about the other people who were inspired by seeing a person in a position? Hey Knockout, thanks for watching. This video filled your cup, so be sure to return the favor by making sure that you're subscribed and watching one of the other videos.